released. We have some Season 2 casting news. Let's check this out. Season 2, Season 2, Season 3, Season 2. Wait a minute. Season 3? Season 3? What is up, my friends and fellow fans of Avatar The Last Airbender? My name is Danny. Welcome to Jones Vibes. Today we have some brand new casting announcements to break down for not only Season 2, but Season 3 as well for the live-action adaptation of Avatar The Last Airbender. This all came out, I believe, in just kind of anticipation for the Tudum fan event that's going to be going on towards the end of this month. Netflix decided to just release a bunch of stuff on Twitter today. We had a Season 3 production announcement, so basically it just said that that's a wrap on Season 2, as well as it announced that Season 3 is now in production, so that was really exciting. I want to react to that. If you guys haven't watched that, we'll watch that together here in a sec. But then we also had this photo coming out announcing some Season 2 cast that we haven't gotten yet, including Zuko's mom, and also there's a couple on here that are for Season 3, including one bloodbender that I know you guys all know that I was very excited to see on here. So there's a lot to talk about. As always, leave me your thoughts down in the comments and let's dive into this. So first, I just want to react to this Season 3 production announcement. I thought it was really fun. It was great to see the cast members as well. It's been a while since we've seen them do anything kind of all together. One thing I will note before watching it is just listen to how deep Gordon's voice is now. It's absurd. It's like, it's so crazy. I'm so happy that they're filming Season 2 and Season 3 back to back, because if they went years, like several years in between these seasons, I feel like he's just growing at such a rapid pace. I don't know. I'm happy that all of this is happening pretty quickly. But let's watch this production announcement. If you haven't seen it, it's a lot of fun.
Just wrapped Season 2. This is awesome. I'm so grateful. Hey, I'm here. What are you doing? I'm shooting 2? Yep. I think there's a little more.
That's a wrap on Season 2.
Let's go, Toph. Let's go, Katara. Let's go, Iroh. Brother and sister.
We're just getting started.
Yes! Let's go! A very quick announcement, but I love that just ending with Ozai. It builds so much anticipation, and you kind of forget, like, we've all watched the original series a million times, but you kind of forget in live action where all of this is going. Like, they're actually going to attempt Sozin's Comet. They're actually going to attempt all of this stuff. We're going to see how it plays out, but I'm excited nonetheless. I also found it very interesting, and I know I said this before reacting to it, but just listening to Gordon's voice and also looking at all of them, like, they've all matured a little bit, and that's an interesting thing to see. That's something that happens on all of these shows. If you're a fan of Stranger Things, you've seen that evolve over the years, but I do think just looking at this cast, Season 2 and Season 3, there's just going to be a bit more maturity to them, and that's something that happens in the original series as well. Like Season 1 versus the second half of the show, it just gets more mature. That happens in a lot of fictional stories. That happens in Harry Potter, you know what I mean? Like, it just grows in maturity as you go along, and honestly, as always, I love this cast so much. They did such a good job picking these kids, but now we have some more cast members to talk about. So let's dive into this announcement. This came out in a couple different articles, but it was Netflix that first released this. Check out this image. We have some new faces to talk about, so I'll throw this on screen and we'll just kind of go through them one by one, and then we'll kind of talk about some of the highlights after we get through it. So the first character, Madison Hu as Faye, and when you're looking at this right off the jump, like, you're starting to dive into this, you're starting to dive into all these characters that you know, but you look at this very first one, it's like Madison Hu as Faye. I don't know who Faye is. I can't think of a Faye character in Season 2. I believe that this is just going to be a new character that that Madison's going to be playing, so it's exciting nonetheless. I just don't know who Faye is. So if you guys know who Faye is, let me know down in the comments. Am I missing something? Am I misremembering something? I have no idea, but this one we all know. We have Daichin Lachman. I'm sorry if I'm butchering how to pronounce that, but as Yang Chen, as Avatar Yang Chen. This is a very important one. It's great to see that they have nailed down a cast member here. I think the really big hit that a lot of people would know this actress from is Severance, and she's a phenomenal actress. So I'm excited for her portrayal as Yang Chen. I'm also just excited that Yang Chen is coming into the mix. And it definitely makes sense. We see Yang Chen in Season 2, and obviously in the live action, we've already seen Kuruk. we've already seen Roku, we've already seen Kyoshi, and so I just think it's going to be important for Aang to have that live action communication with an airbender, and for people to kind of see that, there was an air nomad as an avatar, and just kind of see that connection. But moving on, and next, this is on the Azula side of things, this is on the Fire Nation side of things, but this is Dolly De Leon as Lo and Lee, and I don't know if you guys feel the same way about these two characters, but this is one of those unique things about the show in general, about the original series. I remember watching these kind of twin old women that are constantly announcing things and constantly like the voice of the Fire Nation. I found it so unique, so interesting, and it just has this way of drawing you in. I think Lo and Lee are such a funny little addition to the show in general. I wasn't sure if they were going to keep them around for the live action adaptation, because there's a lot of characters in the original series that sometimes when you think about adaptations, sometimes you kind of gotta trim some things out and add a little bit more to some other characters that might need it. But I felt like truly these two were very important, and you do want to see these two showcased in some shape or form. And so the fact that they're announcing them here, I don't know if that means that they're going to be playing like a prominent role in season 2, but they're definitely going to be in season 2, and they're not just announcing them in season 3. So I'm happy that we're going to kind of get the setup for what's to come later down the road. But moving on, and this is probably the most important one to me, Lily Gao as Ursa. This is Zuko's mom, and I'm just so happy to see that Ursa is in the second season. Really, in the original series, you only see her in flashbacks. I doubt we're going to do some sort of scenario where they actually have her come into the live action like during the time frame and kind of switch up the story like that, but I do expect to see her in flashbacks. It's really important to have her be a part of this, and it's also one of those things where you could set up a spin-off series in the future now that you have her character set up. It's really important to see that she's in this. I know nothing about the actress. I've never seen her in anything, but again, it's just having a face to the name is important. I'm excited to see kind of what she looks like and what the costumes are like, and just kind of like how much she's going to be in this thing in general. But moving on, we have Terry Chen as Zhang Zhang. And Zhang Zhang isn't the most important character in the world. He is part of the White Lotus, so you have a feeling that they are starting to set that up and they are going to bring that into season 3 in a cool and fun way. But I also think it's important to note that since they are announcing him, since he is going to be in season 2, that means that we can expect some of that early fire-bending turmoil that Aang goes through when he burns Katara and all of that. I think that's an important moment in the story. Aang realizing that he's not ready for this, him kind of thinking that he can do anything, and this is a moment where he kind of overpowers himself and he realizes that he has the potential to harm. He has the potential to do some damage if he doesn't get his bending under control. But then moving on, we have the season 3 announcements. These are a little bit early, but season 3 is now in production, and a lot of the cast members that have already been announced for season 2, they're all carrying on into season 3. There's not that many extra roles that are going to be popping up out of nowhere. Season 3 does have a couple new faces, but these are two that they feel like that they wanted to just announce already and they already cast, and I'm excited about it. John Briones as Piandao, and I don't know anything really about this actor. He looks like a cool guy. He looks like he's going to do a good job, I hope. I do know a little bit about Piandao. You know, White Lotus, again, they're setting up a lot of the characters that are going to be in this, and this also does tell the story of what's going to happen with Sokka's character, and they are going to stick to that. I hope so. I hope that they show all of the training and the sword play, and they dedicate a lot of time to that, because Sokka's character deserves it, man. But I'm very eager to get to this final one, because we have Tantu Cardinal, I think that's how you say her name, as Hama. My friends, we have Hama, the bloodbender. This is amazing. I hope that season 3 does this episode in the craziest, spookiest, most Halloween way possible. That's what the episode is in season 3 of the original series. It's so unique. People love it so much because bloodbending as a concept is just freaking wild. But this is somebody that I have actually seen, you know what I mean? Like, I've grown up with her Dances with Wolves, Legends of the Fall. Like, she's a great actress, and just looking at her now that she's aged, looking at her as Hama, this is so freaking perfect. I'm so happy that they chose her, and she just looks like Hama. She kind of has that like creepy bit about her. Not to say that she's like a creepy person in real life, but she looks like she could be creepy. This is perfect. She has that like sweet and sour type temperament, and I think she's going to be a very convincing person that these kids kind of start to trust, and then quickly realize that she's up to some pretty sinister stuff. So it's really exciting, man. I love these casting announcements. They've announced a lot of different people, but this one in particular, having Zuko's mom, having Yang Chen, having Lowen Lee, and then having Hama, that's so amazing, and I'm so excited now. This also means that we're starting to get stuff. This is really exciting for season 2 and season 3. We haven't had a casting announcement like this since season 2, and so the fact that they're already starting to announce stuff for season 3, that just means all the season 2 stuff is right around the corner. So we're going to be heading into the second half of this year, and a lot of stuff is going to be coming our way. A lot of stuff is going to be coming your way because I am going to be reporting on it all. But what did you think about the production announcement? Are you excited that season 2 has wrapped and that they're getting into production of season 3 and they're actually doing this thing back to back like they talked about? Let me know your thoughts on that, as well as what do you think about these casting choices? Do they seem right for the characters that we all love so much? Please let me know that as well. As always, my friends, make sure you subscribe if you're new here. I make a lot of ATLA content among a lot of other things, so keep an eye out for my channel. But more than anything, make sure to keep up the good vibes, all right? Yip yip!